What's up guys, MainManSWE here, hoping you're all doing awesome as always. Sorry for the terrible lighting here, I look like a movie villain. Yeah, very scary, Frankenstein main man. But hopefully you will survive. I'm gonna talk a little bit today about martial law, who is so interesting in Tekken 7. He's just incredibly strong, he's a little bit of a dark horse. He isn't played a lot, I hardly see him. Those of you in green rank and yellow rank, please comment below, do you see him? I very rarely see martial law, which is ironic considering in Tag 2 he was everywhere together with his son. And it was interesting in Tag 2 because Force Law could not do the DSS, making him, well, immediately only half as good as his father, because that DSS, boy oh boy is it strong, being able to cancel into that. Yeah, you know the drill. But it's interesting, we rarely see him, but he's incredibly strong. Not a lot of people know this, but you could argue him being top 3 in the game. I think someone could honestly argue him being the best. But there's obviously a reason why he's not picked a lot, and that's the DSS, as I just mentioned. This is where law, you do certain strings are able to be cancelled into DSS, like his while standing 4, and then you press either back, forward, or back, forward, and you will cancel into DSS, which opens up all of the unique moves he has from DSS. And this can create just enormous pressure on the opponent, like completely absurd pressure. But this is hard to do, and it can be very technical and hard to do in heated and nervous situations, like in tournaments. But Lohai has been playing law more now, and I just find it weird, to be honest, that we see him so little when he is so strong. So what makes him so incredibly strong? Well, you saw the DSS, and I'm gonna go into detail, but on a grander overarching level, I want to say that Law has incredible offense, and he's always been a dude with incredible offense, you know, in the games. Like, many very useful strings, and, well, the DSS. The DSS is crazy, and add to this some pretty damn decent throws and mix-ups, and you have an offensive powerhouse. But what if I told you he has the best punish tool in the game? Boom, boom, boom. I'm gonna talk more about that move in a minute, but to me, this is the best punisher in the game. Whiff punish or block punish, no move can match that attack. We're gonna get into it, and all of his punishment is great actually. People just don't know this, but he's a great punisher. He really is. And more defensive capabilities, fantastic keep out in the Magic 4, which has just always been great. No exception, Tekken 7. And of course, hop kick certainly helps. So, amazing offense, pretty damn amazing defense, and then, like other, you know, top tier characters, he has incredible space control. That means if you try, the opponent that is, you try and backdash or sidestep, Law can fuck you up and shut that down very quickly. With back 2, mid here that has quite absurd range, I gotta say. And of course 3+4, which is -10, and you fear of course the follow-up, but that's risky, so why not do back 3, which hits from one football stadium away and is homing and knocks down and is perfectly safe. Yeah, love that one. Or how about the 13 frame mid? Yeah, that's 13 frames, as fast as this, the downward one. This kick here, great range, homing, perfectly safe, can even go into back turn for back turn mix-ups. It's a pleasure. So you're very careful about sidestepping Law. But let's go into some details here. Law has one of the best downward 2s in the game, 15 frames fast, doesn't launch crouchers. Why doesn't it do that? Because it's -7 on block. Yeah, it's quite spammable. recovers quite fast, and it's got pretty damn solid range. Boop. So great keep out tool, great sidestep launcher, only -7, hits down for 2. It cannot be overstated, like it is just one of the best moves, period, in my opinion. And then down back 3, which was buffed for Season 3, used to be -13, now it's -12, long range low, fast, that is +4 on hit, and on counter hit, kaboom, they go down and you get Oki. This is a fantastic low. And then of course for other lows we have a classic slide, which makes low a threat from far away, and it's just incredibly annoying. Gives a guaranteed get up 3. My god, I'm terrible at doing this. You do fear strong low players who execute this very quickly. You can barely see it. Like Rip from the US. Fantastic low player. And then we have... I talked about the DSS. So I'm not gonna... I'm gonna show more rather on the defensive options where DSS really comes in. But forward 1+2 is a fantastic, pretty long range mid that is +7 to 8 on hit. And on block is +1 to +3. I was unsure on the frame data here. RB Norway wasn't too clear. It says +3S. Is it +3 on block? Is it really that good? I thought it was +1. +1 alone would have been great. So of course, that into while standing 4 is uninterruptible. A classic low setup here is doing into while standing 4 into DSS, whatever. But the thing is, on counter hit, that's actually a high damage launcher. Yeah, it's forward 1+2 again is just an incredibly good move. Incredibly good. And then we have while standing 4 is one of his best mid pokes. We're gonna talk about that later on punishment, as that's his 11 frame while standing. But low actually has really awesome throws. This throw here, look at the animation. Yeah, I can never see this throw because he doesn't extend his arms. This is honestly like a free throw from low players. And isn't this a 1 break even though it's forward 2 free input? And then of course he has that 40 damage for 1+2 break. And of course you also have a classic launching throw, which is also a 1+2 break. Having a launching throw is incredibly powerful. You probably understand why. So the throws are there. And then of course for keep out we have a magic 4, which is a long range 11 frame high that launches on counter hit. You can probably from those words alone you understand how good that is. A super strong keep out tool. Then as I mentioned before, the back 3, crazy good homing move. Perfectly safe. Can remain standing to the front, hold back to go to back turn mix-ups. Like so. Yeah, safe knockdown, wall splat, homing, mid. I love this move. Wow, nice drop. And of course back 4, I explained why that is so strong. Back 2 as well, just fantastic long range mid. 1-1-2, perfectly safe on block. +6 on hit. He's jab and down forward 1. You know, the string mix-ups we have here are great. And his damage is pretty damn good. Especially, of course you know this. It's not that hard, main man. Come on now. Do a law staple. He's very well known for his wall damage, especially when you get the clean hit on that. Oops. Boom, boom. I think you have to be a little bit to the left. The last kick there can do 29 damage. It's only doing 18 right now. Law experts, how do I get this reliably? Jeez. Maybe I'm slow on the DSS. Okay, I'll try one more. Okay, whatever. But that wall game is one of the deadliest in the game. He's very well known for it. Became much easier to do in this game. It's much harder in prior games. But now I'm gonna get into his punishment, which is so underrated. So for standing 10 frame you have 112, which is +6. And then for 12 frame you have a very long range 12 frame punish in 3-4. Does a shitload of damage, 32, and of course wall splats, but again, like above average range for a 12 frame. And then 13 frame, again above average range. The back 4, which is homing, mind you, back 4 free is a natural combo, 34 damage. So just incredible punish here, with the range and the damage. And then at 14 frames, we get a launch in 3+4-4. And this is where I want to stress that, to me, this is the best punishing tool in the game. If someone whiffs an attack, this launches them from far, far away. If you block an attack, this will, like Steve's Sonic Fang, moves with a lot of pushback, who are like -15, 14, 16, 20, who are more safe due to the pushback. The Law doesn't care. He will launch you. So here I'm gonna record Heihachi's classic, you know, forward 4-2, which a lot of characters struggle to punish. That's a punish. Every time. Yeah, Law will launch Heihachi here. Wow, and I'll try and do the combo. Yep. And again, just to... I mean, Heihachi's sidestep 2-1 is a pretty damn cool move. Launcher, you know. It's got huge range, it's a sidestep attack. But it's -14. So, most people are gonna do a 12 frame punish. If you're playing Devil Jin, for example, versus Heihachi, if you want to launch that with your electric, you have to do a perfect electric with Devil Jin. It is frame perfect. Super fucking hard. And with Law, punish. All you have to do to get this super long range mid 14 frame punish is press one button plus another button. 3+4. So it's got more range than an electric. It's mid, not high, and there's no execution involved. And it's just as fast as an electric. I find that move to be broken. It's just so... it's too good, in my opinion. So after that, of course, you can keep doing that, but at 15 frames you get down for 2 and hop kick, should you want to opt for those. And then here's the while standing punishment. At 11 frames, we get the while standing 4, which is +7. But did you know that if you cancel this into DSS, +17. Yes. If you do a fast enough DSS here, you're +17. +17 frames. This is broken. It's super strong. Then at 13 frames, you have while standing 1-2 for 38 damage. Mid-high, second hit can be ducked. If they don't duck the second hit, you can go into DSS and suddenly it is 0, completely neutral on block. Classic option here is to do, is it 1+2 from DSS? Yes, that's a parry. So the 13 frame option is great. And then at 15, you get while stunning too. A lot of people think this is 16 frames, but that move is actually 15 frames. So, and it's a long range 15 frame launch. So yeah, Law's punishment is deadly. And last thing I want to talk about, he has underwhelming rage options. His rage art, nothing noteworthy. It's a rage art. It's a very normal one. But his rage drive is bad. It's low, high. Just like the guy who plays this guy. Low, high. And it's just not very good. It's very slow on startup. Starts with the down back 4. But of course his power crush, while launch punishable at -15. It's exactly -15, right? Or is it -16? While launch punishable, it's probably the most hard-hitting one in the game. It just kills the opponent. So if you're playing against someone who's not punishing that, might as well go for it, I guess. Okay. So yeah, that is my my little breakdown here of Law and why he's so incredibly strong. So again, crazy offense with many valuable strings, and the DSS, which makes moves just recover faster, and he gains more options. So that's sick. Best punishing tool in the game, and overall super strong punishment and super strong space control, shutting down sidesteps and backdashes quite effortlessly. Very strong mix-ups with the stance and the strings, and you know, a strong 50-50 with slide. Down back 3 with his mids, back 3, and a pretty damn strong throw game. So that is why Law is super strong and one of the best there we go, 27 damage. One of the best characters in the game. But held back by the execution demands of DSS. So, hope you enjoyed the video. Hope you have a lovely day. Take care.